You don't have to turn on.
All right, Mr. Jones, try to keep your voice up, okay?
Yes. As much as it kills me to be here today, I have to be the voice of my son. In 2015, Ms. Pelt held a knife on me while I was holding my son. Later, 4th of July, same year, Ms. Pelt showed up at my house intoxicated, spitting on me while I was holding my son. 2016, Ms. Pelt had an accident on Linwood and Davidson, where she called me to the scene. Wrecked the vehicle. Who knows who was injured in the vehicle that she hit, because that vehicle left the scene. But thank God her 2 babies wasn't in the car with her. My son was with me, and I'm sure her daughter was someplace safe. August 9th, I got a call from a stranger telling me that my son was in an accident. Same time, the hospital called me and told me my son was fighting for his life. I didn't understand what was going on. Unbeknownst to myself, unknowingly, I rode right into the scene of the accident. Get to the hospital to see my baby laid out with tire marks on his arms, on his face. When I threatened to take my son to Mrs. Pelt several times, she cried and told me that her baby meant the world to her. She really showed that on the night of 2018. When she drove intoxicated 3 times the legal limit with all 3 of her kids in the car. I don't know what else to say to this point. I don't understand none of this. Miss Pelt knows what my son meant to me. She knows the damage she caused. And I'll never let it go.
Mr. Jones, thank you. Mr. Disney, anyone else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything you want to say?
No, Your Honor, we just asked you to follow me.
All right, Ms. Carson, anything you want to say before I impose on?
Your Honor, I would ask the court to follow the agreement, and I would also ask the court to consider, I'm retained, not ordering any attorney fees, of course, and additionally, lowering court fees. My client has very little educational and employment history.
Okay. Ms. Pelt, anything you want to say before I impose on?
Okay.
Try to keep your voice up. The court reporter has to be able to hear you.
I want to apologize to my family. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise I didn't mean it. Y'all know I love my baby so much. I'm sorry, everything I've ever put y'all through. Everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And it hurts so bad to even know that his dad is going through everything he's going through. But it hurts me so bad for people to act like I didn't love my baby. He was my everything. It hurts so bad not to wake up and my baby that I had every day not be around me. It hurt so bad that my daughter had to witness her brother in the middle of the street. And I feel like my daughter is going through so much, and it's like one-sided, like it's only one part, one family hurt. My family is hurt too. And I know I hurt them, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to the courts. I'm so sorry to everybody. I'm mainly sorry to my daughters. I had to even get them put into this situation and not be with their mama. Because that's all they knew. I tried everything in this world to be with my babies, to do everything right. And I feel like I'm getting treated like I did, and I know that was the most wrong thing ever a parent can do, but I did right before then. I tried. I called out. I asked him to help me. he wasn't there to help me when he asked for custody. It was like he was taunting me, and I lost my parents, so I don't want nobody taking my babies. I needed them. It wasn't just like I wanted my babies. I needed my babies, and I'm not the same no more. I don't think the same no more. I don't even talk the same no more. I don't like that I'm being put out there like I'm just a neglective parent, and I know it was wrong, but I did everything right by my kids. Tried my hardest if I didn't. But I apologize to everybody it hurt. Michael family on his dad's side, my family, and anybody that loved Michael.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Pell, you do have to understand that you made some really bad choices in this case. There's a history of some of your drinking, some of the problems that you may have had. These kids are unrestrained in the car. There were 3 kids. It's 7 o'clock in the evening, and you blew a .20, somewhere between a .20 and a .24, with unrestrained kids in the car. I mean, that's terribly negligent on your behalf. So when you tell me that you really care about your kids, I kind of sense that there's a little doubt in my mind because of what the risk you're putting them in. I know you're undergoing some therapy and some medication. There is a sentence agreement that was worked out with you and Mr. Zuski, and I'm willing to go along with that because you guys know more about the case than I do. The sentence will be 3 to 15 years in the State Department of Corrections on the OWI causing death, 3 to 10 years on the child abuse, 2nd degree. You have credit for 13 days. Those 2 sentences will run concurrently. They'll run at the same time. We'll mark your file medical so you can continue to get whatever medication that you're getting. So right now, if you'll have a seat in the box, we'll get you some appeal papers, and I do have to advise you that you do lose some appellate rights by pleading guilty that you would have gotten if you went to trial. So just so you understand that. So if you'll have a seat, we'll take care of everything. Thanks, Ms. Carson.
Thank you, Your Honor.